This is part 2 of the podcast from April 1st with respect to leading by example. So, as we talked about, number 7, it was so important. It was to make sure that you give the people the benefit of the doubt. No one goes to work each day, as I mentioned, wanting to do a terrible job. That's why you need to place that emphasis of respect and view what they're doing as the potential for the best they can do that day, and don't break them down. That is key. Number 8 is resolve interpersonal problems as quickly as possible. When you do this as quickly as possible, it shows that you have a respect for them, you're willing to work together to find common ground, and you're willing to take it to the next level. And sometimes swallow your pride. When you swallow your pride, people look at this as, you know what, you're willing to reduce your ego to satisfy someone else. And that's called sacrifice. Sacrifice is a part of leadership and a part of being able to find common ground to get your employees to see the big picture. But it also helps you see the big picture, because sometimes employers and employees are not always on the same page. And that's why that leadership is so important. And number 10, this one is one of the most important ones. It's never take people for granted. Don't forget that people are the most important asset to your company. I was talking to one of my bosses the other day, and we talked about how important it is to not lose good people. When you have good people, everything runs in motion, everything runs smoothly, and you can get a lot more done if you have a successful team. And that's why they call it team. A team is when everybody is working cohesively together with the same goal in mind. And that's why we talk about the effective ways to lead by example. And when you walk the talk, you will lead a team that's going to give you a lot of pride, that's going to give you a lot of success, and ultimately, the organization, you as the leader, are going to hit your goals. And when you put people first, people before profit, profit will come, because everybody is looking towards the future, the common ground, and be able to be successful. As we mentioned earlier, nobody goes to work saying, I want to do the worst job possible. I want to make sure that I'm not successful. I want to make sure that my company's not successful. Of course not. We all go to work with the best intentions in most cases. There are some individuals that have lost their way and may not have that drive, and they may not have the best intentions, but hopefully you find that either a different situation for them or they move out of the organization at some point. But again, success is important by the way you lead by example. And if you lead by example, your team will be on the right track, you will reach your goals, and everybody will be happy with the overall direction of the organization. So again, today was part 2, as we had another glitch in the computer due to the storage running out on the computer. So again, I appreciate your patience. And as always, thank you very much for your listenership. We are having a lot of fun on this podcast, and I hope you're enjoying it and learning. And if you have any ideas or anything you want to do to help improve the podcast, please don't hesitate to reach out to me via my email, jason@jwigginsconsulting.com, or via our website, genzandmillennialexpert.com. So again, if it's in the morning, afternoon, or night, be safe, take care, and I hope everybody has a great upcoming weekend, as this is our last podcast of the week. So please feel free to review some of the podcasts. If you haven't seen them all, we have 129 previous podcasts. So again, thank you. Have a great weekend. Be safe, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Bye-bye.